Hello there, namaste. I finally gotten to episode 2 of this documentary series, and yeah, she's guilty. Okay, so it starts off with her basically defending herself. They show snippets of her like talking to her lawyer, and she's literally taking charge and telling her lawyer what to say. No, say this. This is how we'll play our defense. This is what we'll do here. And she gives us this sob story about why she doesn't have her children with her. And you almost want to believe her. Honestly, you almost do, because when you hear a woman who's been taken advantage of, whose life was absolutely awful, where she was, I don't want to say the word, but you know, her father broke into her room when she was 14 and used her as he saw fit. That's the story she goes with. And you start to feel for her. But then the thing is, the first instinct you have is she abandoned her children. She chose to focus on her career more than spending time with her children. She left them and went to become successful. And the way she talks about the men, she found this guy who was a decent guy, but he was of common stock. He was of a poor birth. Such a barbaric type of mindset to have. And then she meets another guy who's a little higher up. And then she climbs the rank through marriage and has a child with that person. And then takes the child away when she finds someone richer. And then she's talking about how that was the one where she found true love. Well, because he was wealthier. The way she talks. But the thing that absolutely drove me crazy is because here she gives this sob story about how her father took advantage of her. Her father, her birth father, is the father of her children. Her 2 kids, the one that she murdered, and her son. He's the father of them both. The one thing that no matter if that's true, which obviously it won't be, because you could do a DNA test and all that stuff and prove her completely lying there. But even though she cooked up that story, she decides, after having this experience with what she says her father did to her, she leaves the 2 kids of her father that she birthed from her father with her father. What kind of mindset? Well, how crazy do you have to be to think that story will resonate with anyone? How can you say that would be your reasoning? Oh, I don't have the money. You are a mother. You figure it out. I've always said, the second you choose to have a children, your life is not your own. You have forfeited that right. You have gone to the extent with which God created us to basically multiply. And it's just insane to think that she has forfeited her right. I mean, I have always wanted to be a father. The reason I've always hesitated in things is because I know, especially where I'm at, I have no say, absolutely no say. And it's a quick and easy excuse to say, oh, it's my body, my rules. I hate that, because I would have no say on the upbringing of my own child. It's absolutely gut-wrenching to me as a man, because I've always wanted to be a father. Sure, there are guys that don't want to be. That's very common. Sadly, it is. Nobody wants to be. Nobody wants the responsibility. Neither did this woman. The way she talks, because there are scenes where she's a typical bachelor player man. That's what she is. That's the way I saw it. So there's this book called The Game. And I know about it because I read like the first page, closed it because it was so disgusting. But the way The Game talks about, it's talking about showing confidence. Because I don't think this woman's attractive. I don't think anyone sees her as attractive. But the way they describe her, like when they talk about this psychotic woman as she goes around the room, the way she talks to everyone, she's pursuing them as if she's a guy trying to get into the woman's pants. That's what she does. She goes with confidence, and people react to that. People instinctively, and the guys, anytime. I mean, look at the e-girls, how much attention they get just when they read someone's comment. If they read, statistically, if they read a guy's comment, that guy is more likely to tip them. And the second they read again, they'll tip them again. They'll actually give money the next time. Statistically, that's the case. So here, this woman is pursuing all these guys. She's acting as if she's a dude. That's what she does. That's how she presents herself to the world. So in my mind, I'm thinking she's not attractive. She's not doing anything. She's just actively going out of her way to do all this because she wants to climb the ranks. She's being a typical bachelor flirtatious dude. That's what she is. But that's how I see it from a foreigner mindset. I've seen guys who do this kind of thing. I have been around people who play the field, and I find it absolutely disgusting. I got that vibe from her. But again, the thing that absolutely made no sense is like, she gives this sob story about her father taking advantage of her. You know, it's like, my reasoning is, I'm going to give my father's children that I had of his, I'm going to give them back to him. And I also had a daughter, which he can have as well, apparently. It's like, no matter what, you're the victim. You're the victim. You're the villain. It's either you were victimized and you gave the victimizer, is that the right term? Victimizer, a chance to create another victim. You're doing. I hate that. Absolutely. So she's literally not making an argument for herself. Nothing is helping her case. It's just digging a deeper and deeper hole. Because whether it's true, then she forfeited her daughter's life. Basically, she said my daughter could take my place. You can use her as much as. That's basically what I heard when she abandoned her kids to the one that she claims took advantage of her. Of course, her father's passed away, so he can't say anything otherwise. Of course, they could do a DNA test and figure it out. But that's just absolutely aggravating. The fact that she'd do something like that. Because in either case, she's evil. In either case, whether that's the true story which she made up about her father, taking advantage of her, or she just abandoned her children, one or the other. And because she kept going, she saw them as a crutch, as a problem, that they couldn't do anything for her. They wouldn't provide her any aid. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need to continue this. I need to continue this because this is absolutely insane. She's completely psychopathic. Absolutely, she has no remorse at all. Because like everyone kept pointing out, it's like, even if you're not guilty, you would still have, because she was all, I didn't do it. Why would I feel remorse? It was like, your daughter's dead. You would feel remorse as a mother if you could feel that emotion. But yeah. Time to get on to the next episode. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.